Brothers and sisters, I'm really excited that we're about to start our fall home discipleship groups. And I really just wanted to take a few moments to encourage you to actively attend and participate in a home discipleship group at Haven Baptist. By doing so, I believe you're going to be blessed, and you're also going to serve as a blessing to the other members of your group. Home discipleship groups are really a great opportunity for us to really a great forum for us to fulfill the Great Commission to proclaim the gospel and to make disciples. We're going to be studying the book of Philippians and using Matt Chandler's book, To Live as Christ, To Die as Gain, as our guide. And I love the book of Philippians. The Philippian church has a really diverse and multicultural genesis. I encourage you to invite friends and neighbors and coworkers to your small group and pray and ask God to lead someone on your heart to invite. Why should we invest in home discipleship groups? Well, the early church did so, and we can follow their example. We know that God tremendously blessed the early church. Acts 2:42 says, and they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and the prayers. And this is what we essentially do during our home discipleship groups. I also want to give you another reason to participate in home discipleship groups. In the 17th century, Dutch and German Christians began meeting in homes to study the Bible. And this was something different. There was actually an active interest in studying the Word of God at a more just basic level. Soon more and more Christians began devoting themselves to essentially what we call today home discipleship groups. And God created a spiritual awakening from this effort, and it's called the Pietist movement. Historians credit the Pietist movement with inspiring the Puritan movement across the Channel in England in the 17th century. So the roots of Christianity in the New World, a lot of us know that they're associated with the Pilgrims and Puritans. And I want you to just think about that for a moment. God used the faithfulness and devotion of European Christians meeting in homes and studying the Bible hundreds of years ago to set the conditions for Christianity to spread to the New World. And my conversation with you right now is actually a product of their commitment to the gospel. And so this is why we do small groups, because the Word of God is powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, and it has the ability to span and have a multi-generational influence. And if we're to witness a spiritual reawakening in America that with perhaps global implications, I believe it's going to begin with God moving in our homes. Also, want you to think about the influence that you have on your children and your families as you participate in small groups. They're going to see the priority that it is in your life, just like I've got my littlest one here. I want to leave you with this quote from C.J. Mahaney, who incidentally wrote a book called Why Small Groups. And he said this. Let me skip down and pull this up for you real quick. We make time for what we truly value. We build habits and routines around the things that really matter to us. This is an important principle to understand as we seek to build our lives around the gospel. Do you want a cross-centered life? A cross-centered life is made up of cross-centered days. So we have the opportunity to really implement this through our home discipleship groups, and I pray and trust that you'll get plugged in and involved. Thanks so much for watching.